In this video, we'll show you how you can record your hike using the Gaia GPS Apple Watch app. Here I have an Apple Watch 6, and provided that you have the Gaia GPS app installed on your iPhone, you're able to do this. So basically, I have the app installed, and it should automatically install the app on the watch. But basically, once you have the Gaia GPS app installed, you can find it in your app list. Tap on it. Here we have some preferences here for notifications, units. You can swipe, have your main controls, navigate or record a hike, and of course you have your music controls. So if we want to start a hike, all we have to do is tap on record, and we can going to choose track to record a hike. And now we can choose our type of activity. We have a whole bunch of different activities we can categorize, but we're going to use the last one that we used last time, which was hiking. And there you go. Now we have our main screen. Can see that we can change some of the fields as we scroll up and down the crown. Again, we still have our music controls. Go over here, we can lock it, waypoint, and our pause activity. So let's get going and start recording some waypoints. All right, now that we've been hiking for a little bit, we can add a waypoint. Simply swipe, tap on waypoint, and from here we can save immediately or view details. We can change the icon, or we can edit the name. We're going to leave it as is, tap on save, and now we can resume our hike. Now, unlike previous versions of the Gaia GPS Apple Watch app, it doesn't mirror the recording on the phone itself, so it's independent from your Gaia GPS on your smartphone. So then you can take a look at existing tracks. Here I have a hike that I did in Red last year. Now I can check things out. I can do things on the app, like check out some maps, look at some trails. And for example, right now, I'm at a trailhead. On the right is the trail that's in the track that was in red on the map. But I see here that they built a new section here since the last time I was there. So I'm going to continue down this track and see where it leads. All right, so now we're back at our vehicle. We're done our hike. To actually finish the hike, what we can do is swipe again, and we're going to hit end. There you go. We got the track recorded. And give us our stats. Took a nice leisurely walk here on the trail. You can see we have some data. Didn't record all the data, but it did record some data. We're going to hit done. And now we're back at the main screen. So basically, let's go back to our Gaia GPS and see what this track recorded looks like. All right, so you can see here our track that we just recorded in purple. You notice the very straight line here on the right side. That's because I did not have the lock or auto lock feature on, because if you're swiping apps on your watch, it's not going to record the track. So leave the Gaia app on your present Apple Watch so they can record your track properly. You can see here compared to the red track, which was using a Garmin GPS, it followed the track fairly good. So it's pretty good information here. So let's flip over to our save tab and let's just filter our list to our tracks so we can see what this track looks like with the rest of our collection here on Gaia GPS. So what we can do here, we can take a look at some of the information. Let's add some photos. So I took two pictures on the trail and it automatically selected these two pictures. So you can see here at the top, I'm just going to add them. And there you go. I have these two pictures added from our hike. If I were to, let's say, scroll down, let's see what else we have here for information. We have all of our waypoints and collections that we took along our hike. I have a few extra waypoints I want to manage, I want to delete. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to tap on each of these waypoints and just simply delete them. So this is a great way to manage your trip from the phone before you make this track public, but right now it's still private. So let me just clean this up here. One of the other things that I can do here is I can share this hike. Even though it's still private, I can still generate a link and send this to somebody. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to tap here on the link icon here and just open this up in the browser to show you what it will look like if you send it to somebody as a text or an email. They can actually view your hike, view your pictures, see some core data, and it has a little bit more information as to where this track was recorded from previous uploads and all that fun stuff. So this is a really valuable tool if you want to share your hike to different people who don't necessarily use Gaia GPS. And again, from here, we can do quite a bit of things here. We can export the track, we can download the maps for later, we can duplicate the activity. But otherwise, this is how the track looks like after it got imported from the Apple Watch.